Hello, this time I'm gonna show you how I did the some kind of emergency repair for one of my green Japanese bonsais that is in training. I'm sorry, Japanese maple, as you can see. And this plant was doing good, very good. I moved to a new place and put this plant near a fence, also near a tree where you can get partial shade. And it was doing very good there. It was very happy. The leaves were green and it's growing. Unfortunately, summer came, and it was my mistake not to move the plant again. So when summer came, the position of the sun actually shifted in the sky, and so this plant was not getting as much shade as he needed. So it only took about 1 or 2 days of very hot sun to cause this damage. Here is some example of leaves that are being scorched by the sun. As you can see, this is how they look. This is not because lack of water, because you can see other parts of the tree where it's not been hit by sun. The leaves are doing well. So this is sun damage. This was actually happening all over the plant. So what you can do in this case is don't panic. A lot of people think, when they see this, they think, oh, okay, the plant needs more water, and start watering more. This is actually a mistake. Since a lot of leaves are dying, the plant really don't need that much water. So when you start watering more and more, so what's happening is you're actually going to overwater the plant and cause even more damage. So gotta be careful when you diagnose this kind of symptoms. This is sunburn. This is not dry. It's not because underwatering. If it's underwatering, you see all the plants will be kind of like wilted. In this case, you would just see, dry leaves, and some leaves are actually healthy. So this is how you know. So what's going to happen with this plant? Well, what you can do is, there's a technique in bonsai called deleafing, which means you remove all the leaves of the plant, and that will cause the plant to grow a second spur of new leaves. And this is simply done by going through the whole plant, and as you can see here, just cut out the leaves one by one. Cut out all the leaves of the plant. Keep in mind, you have to leave the little, so you cut the leaf at the base of this little, and you want to leave leave this part of the leaf intact, or just the top portion of the leaf. So you leave this tiny branch here. So what's going to happen is this is going to dry out, and it's going to fall, and a new pair of leaves or buds is going to come out at the base. So this is a long process. You just keep cutting it. I actually did that to most of the plant already. The plant's going to look very bare when you're done. And one thing to keep in mind, that yes, you can do this with most decidius trees that are healthy. So this plant, before it got sunburned, it was quite healthy. It was doing good. So you can do this only on plants that are healthy. And don't do this. I probably don't suggest to do this 2 years in a row to the same plant. And also, there is a time limit where you can do this. So I got lucky. This happened to be middle of June. This is probably the latest time you can do deleafing on your plant. So it's good timing, by the way. So the reason being that if you do it too late in the year, the new leaves are gonna come out. By the time the new leaves come out, it's gonna be fall or winter, and the temperature will be cold, and the new leaves will be too delicate to survive. So you'll be actually wasting all the energy to create these new leaves, and then it's gonna die. So that's gonna be very harmful to the plant. So so this is called deleafing, and it's a long work. You know, it could take hours on a large plant, but the advantage is the plant will survive, and it will grow a second set of leaves. You know, so you have 2 seasons. It's like the plant went through 2 seasons. So this is a good technique to make the plant grow faster. You know. Wow, I actually miscalculated. This is actually 1.5 weeks after I did the leaf pruning. And you can see that all the new leaves are start to coming out. Amazing. I had thought that it would take at least you know, 3 to 4 weeks, but it's just growing at an amazing speed, you know, in just 1.5 weeks. So just show you that this plant is really doing well. It's very healthy, and it's just sprouting new leaves like crazy after I did the leaf deleafing. So and since we're in the subject of talking about maple leaves getting sunburned, I'm just going to show you a few more examples from my collection. So this is another Japanese maple that I have. This one also suffers some kind of, you know, little brown tips on the leaves. Should I worry about it? Not really. This is, I mean, this is summer. It's the middle of the summer. It's very hot, so this is kind of normal. You know, not too concerned about. Just make sure you keep watering this plant. Keep it well watered. Make sure it's not getting too much sun, and the plant should recover. On the other hand, this is another tree of mine, Japanese maple. This one is suffering a little bit more severe sunburn. Not as bad as the first one I showed you, but still it's pretty bad. And the reason why is because this tree is getting, you know, maybe 6 or 7 hours of sun a day. I mean, unfortunately I planted in the wrong place, so it's getting a little bit too much sun. And what can I do? I can do defoliate, I can do deleafing, and hope the new set of leaf grow. But I just planted this tree. This is the first year for this tree, and it's not advisable to do this on a tree that was just recently planted. You know, it's better to do it on a healthy, mature, I mean established tree. So this tree was just planted, so this could also be the cause why this tree is you know, is suffering more than the other trees, you know, because, you know, of the shock of transplant and the sun. So really I'm not too concerned. I believe, you know, after the tree get more established, grow a little bit older in this location, it will get used to this, and it should be okay. In this case, I think what you can do also is do like a partial deleafing. You know, I'm gonna pick a few branches and just remove the leaves and the whole branch, right? Remove the whole branch. Hopefully new leaf will come out from that branch. So at least some branches of this tree will get a new set of leaves, and therefore will get new source of energy, source of food production. You know, because right now the whole tree has, you know, very bad leaves, and they're not doing a very good job producing food for the plant. So yeah, it might be a good idea to just pick 1 or 2 branches and do a partial deleafing. And I do want to add that the condition why this plant is doing a little bit worse than the other, you know, beside the sun, is the wind. I mean, this in this place actually is a little bit more windy than other places. So a combination of the wind, the heat, and the sun cause all these burns. Okay, we're back to the very first plant that I show you. This is a green Japanese maple. This is 3 weeks after I did the deleafing. Sometimes they call it defoliating. And new leaf came out, looking very good. I move it to this location with more shade for sure, and it's gonna stay here and grow. As you can see, the tree responded very well by coming out with all kind of new leaves. So, oh, by the way, if you're doing this deleafing for the purpose of leaf reduction, then during this period when the leaf is growing, you don't want to give it too much water. You don't want to give it, any kind of too much nitrogen-based fertilizer, because if that's the case, the new leaves will actually grow bigger. So, which is not your purpose if you're trying to do the leaf reduction. But in my case, no, I was just trying to remove all the sunburned leaves, and so I don't care about the size of the leaf for now. So I will keep it very well watered, and I'll probably do a little bit fertilization just to give more strength to the tree, and that's it. Thank you for watching.